Alrighty, let's head back out of here and go reunite with Groose and see what he's doing up with. Going on with the things. Man, I need some hearts, because that guy whittled me down. 10 full hearts. Here's 3 of them, though. That'll get me nice and recovered a bit. And there should be not... this game is so unreliable with its heart producing, because when I don't need hearts, it... Ooh, actually, look at that bush. Those bushes gave me a lot of hearts. Okay, I'll take that. And let's go in. And let's deal with the Gate of Time, like I said we were going to do. But the imprisoned so rudely interrupted us. It seems you were successful in imprisoning the imprisoned again. I know, right? You have my thanks, Link. As do you, Groose. I do not wish to dwell on what may have happened if you two hadn't been here. Aw, you give me too much credit, Granny. You were the one who got me to stop feeling sorry for myself and put my energy into doing what I could to help. I did what was necessary to get you to realize your full potential. Link, you must wonder just what it is you've been fighting out there in the Great Pit. There is much I could tell you, but suffice to say, it is the root of the evil we face. When you pass through the Gate of Time, you shall learn more. We may seal it and reseal it into its prison 1,000 times, but it will always shadow the bonds that confine it. Such is its awesome power. We must destroy it at its source, or suffer this fate again and again. There is no time to lose. Hit the gate with a Skyward strike. Come on already. Charge that Swordius with that Sacred Force stuff Granny was talking about and zap the Gate of Time. Right on, Granny. Indeed. Now, Link, go to the gate. What do you got to tell us? Master, the battery's in your... Oh. Stop breaking the fourth wall, Fee. Shut up. And strike it. Got a cutscene now. It's Tetris. Yes, we completed the line of Tetris. Groose. Whoa, it's all like 3D Tetris and stuff. Never before has a 3D experience been done in this sort of environment. Has it done Tetris? Gotta get those T-spins down there. Tetris! Look, we've done it! It is functional!
Oh.
Do not fear it. This is what we have waited for. At long last, the gate has been reactivated. Standing before you is a path that transcends the flow of time. It is a portal to the past, the very place where Zelda now waits. Go bravely, Link. If everything is as I suspect, the reunion with Zelda you fought so hard for lies beyond this gate. Right on. Don't worry about me. I'm gonna hang back here, Link. Groose is now our buddy. That stupid monster doesn't know when to quit, and Granny here keeps yapping on and on about how we never know when it might bust free again. Someone's gotta stick around and guard the place. Might as well be me. Aw, Groose. Besides, if I'm not here, who's gonna look out for the old girl? And you know what? Ah, forget about it. Ah, Groose, what a sentimental guy. Wonder what he's gonna say. When you see Zelda, tell her I said, "What's up?" And it's like the ending of one of those 80s movies. And Groose was never seen from again. Some say he went off and joined the military. Others say he died in a horrible car accident. As for me, well, let's just say Groose is gonna be doing just fine. Whoosh! Ooh! Look at that portal. Ooh, it's all like gears and stuff. That's really cool looking. Ha ha ha. Running through the gears. Let's go. Actually, no, that's Mario. What am I talking about? Hey, look who it is. It's Impa. Temple of Hylia. Or Hylia. I'm not on a pronunciation sort of guy. Hey, what's going on? At last, I've been expecting you, Link. You are doubtless overwhelmed, so I will explain things as simply as I can. This is the Temple of Hylia. Though sealed, it will come to be known as the Sealed Temple sometime in the future. You stand in the past, ages before your own time. Here the goddess, Hylia, has only just sealed away demise. And little time has passed since the goddess sent the outcropping of rock into the sky that would one day become Skyloft. It is true to its name, you have passed through the gate of time to an era in the distant past. You will have many questions, but for now, you must proceed back through the great doors behind you. It is there that the person you've risked life and blood to defend waits for you. Thank you, Impa. Alrighty. Let us go on. It's Zelda. You've come so far, Link. I'm glad you made it. I imagine Impa filled you in on everything. We've traveled very far from home, to the distant past. In this era, the wounds inflicted on the land during the battle between the goddess and the demon king known as Demise have not yet healed. All the fairy tales about the war we heard of growing up in Skyloft, incredible as it may seem, they appear to be all too real. I think it's time you learned the whole story. Let me try to explain. The old gods created a supreme power that gave anyone who possessed it the ability to shape reality and fulfill it any desire. They called it the Triforce. In his thirst to make the world his own, Demise radiated a massive army of monsters for war. He sought to take the Triforce for himself, by force. The goddess feared for her people. She used her power to send both of them and the Triforce into the sky on a slice of earth she cut away from the land. This floating rock became the new home for our people. In time, it came to be known as Skyloft. After a long and fierce battle, the goddess, Hylia, succeeded in sealing away Demise. However, soon after the Demon King was imprisoned, it became clear that the seal would not hold long against his fearsome power. Hylia had suffered grave injuries in her battle with the Demon King. She knew that if he broke free again, there would be no stopping him. And if the Demon King were to free himself, it would mean the end of the world for all beings of this land. In order to put an end to the Demon King, Hylia devised two separate plans and set them both into motion. Link is so shocked by this. What? First she created Fi. She made the spirit that resides in your sword to serve a single purpose, to be very annoying about stats. I mean, to assist her chosen hero in this mission. Her second plan was to abandon her divine form and transfer her soul to the body of a mortal. She made this sacrifice, as you have likely guessed, so that the supreme power created by the old gods could one day be used. But while the supreme power of the Triforce was created by gods, all of its power can never be wielded by one. Knowing this power was her last and only hope, the goddess gave up her divine powers and her immortal form. You probably figured it out by now, haven't you, Link? You are the chosen hero, and I, Zelda, I am the goddess reborn as a mortal. Yep, an origin story. The day of the ceremony, Giraham's tornado tossed me out of the sky and down to the world below. I was nearly captured by the demonic forces, but I was rescued at the last moment by the old woman who lives in the sealed grounds. I had no memory of all my existence as Hylia, but she explained it to me. She helped me remember who I was and what I had to do. I set out to pray at the goddess statues located at each temple across the land. Each statue stirred up memories within me. After I visited them all, Impa, an agent of the goddess, led me here to the past. All of this is part of the same great effort to prevent the revival of Demise. Stripped of his true physical form by the seal that binds him, he takes the shape of an abomination. But even in his hideous state, he's more than capable of devouring this land if we allow him to do what he desires. We must stop him from freeing himself from the seal that imprisons him, at any cost. That is why I intend to remain here in this time and place, to sustain the seal as best I can. As long as I can continue this vigil, we may be able to prevent the Demon King from fully reviving himself in our own time. I must maintain the seal that that I created so long ago, and kept it strong for as long as I am able. With the memories of my former life returning to me, I can see now that this is my purpose. I don't think Link likes that. Link, the goddess created Fi and the Great Blade. She is a part of... The goddess created Fi and the Great Blade she's a part of for very specific reasons. For the task of standing against Demise in the monstrous form he now assumes rests solely on your shoulders. Back in our own time, you've already driven him back into the prison twice now. I can't thank you enough for that, Link. During your long journey, you've grown so much. You learned wisdom from solving devious puzzles and traps. You gained power by honing and tempering both yourself and your sword. And by overcoming the trials set before you by the goddess, you found true courage. Now that those qualities reside in you, you are worthy of wielding the power of the old gods left behind our kind. You can claim the Triforce. Valiant hero, you have endured many hardships and journeyed far in your quest to reach this place. Along your travels you have found wisdom, power, and courage, and for this I shall bless your sword with the goddess's power. May it give you and your sword the strength to drive back the abomination that threatens this land. The mark you see upon the back of your hand is proof that you are the hero of legend, and that within you dwells sacred power. It is the mark of the Triforce. Stand now, Link. Draw your sword. The goddess has blessed your blade, and the Master Sword has at last achieved its ultimate form! The sword is now imbued with the mythical power to drive back demons, and only Link may wield it! Just like 007's gun. Link, before I say another word, I feel like I owe you an apology. You see, the mark of the Triforce on your hand is the symbol of the greatest power in this world. If you can't obtain the actual Triforce, we will have the power to vanquish Demise once and for all. The problem is, among the countless souls in this world, only a select few, those with an unbreakable spirit, can wield its might. It's impossible to know the true reason why the old gods created the Triforce, but I have a theory of my own. The gods created the Triforce, yet they specifically designed it so that their own kind could never use its power. Somehow, I think that might have been their way of giving hope to all the mortal beings of the land. Which brings us back to you. To face demise and give the land hope, the goddess Hylia needed someone with an unbreakable spirit. That someone is you, Link. But spirit alone wasn't enough. You had to overcome many trials and awaken the hero within yourself, so that you could wield that supreme power. And so Hylia, and so I knew that if it meant saving Zelda, you would throw yourself headfirst into any danger, without even a moment's doubt. I used you. Well, you put it that way, it sounds bad. Can't begin to tell you how sorry I am for pulling you all into all of this, Link. But you have to understand this is a war, and the fate of the land hangs in the balance. I need your strength to tip the scales in our favor. All that may be well-intentioned and true, but it doesn't mean it's right, and it doesn't excuse my actions. But I'm prepared to pay the price for what I've done. To ensure that the seal holds, I will remain here in this time, deep in sleep for thousands of years. Link, I can't say it enough. I'm so sorry for the way I had to involve you in this. But until my memory of things before our lifetime returned to me, I had no idea we were fated to carry such a heavy destiny. For all of this, I was happy just spending my days hanging around with you in Skyloft. I wanted that feeling to last forever. Link is not happy. While it's true that I am While it is true that I am Hylia reborn, I'm still my father's daughter and your friend. I'm still your Zelda. When demise is finally gone, there will be no more need to for the seal that binds him, and then I'll be able to wake up. So I'm going to ask you a favor, sleepyhead. Ever since we were kids, I'd always be the one to wake you up when you slept in. But this time, when all this is over, will you come to wake me up? I promise.